Doing it live.
Wait, hang on. I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
Good.
Hi there.
I'm gonna go
Morning.
make another coffee.
Yep, sure
I'm
thing.
gonna go walk my dog. That's
Yeah, why not?
dead.
You can walk off a
Wash my
fucking
hair.
cliff if you want.
Give me a cliff and just push me off, please.
Hi everyone.
Long live the king.
How are we doing?
Yeah.
Welcome to this chilly special for, well, 3 specials for a book in time. I am your fearful leader, Wombat. And I'm doing a thing. And so our
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
You're doing great,
Thanks.
sweetie.
Our cast this time is a bit different compared to what you might normally see in A Book of Time. We've got one that remains. The rest are NPCs.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Walk in place
yeah.
the whole time.
So, I guess we just go straight onto the, I want to say recap, but no. Onto the announcements, if there is any.
3 weeks. Book of Where It's Colder only. No World's Rebirth. No Book of Time main story. Really, that's it. We've got a few cool one shots in the works. Those will probably be announced mostly next week. Some different people taking different DM seats. Some of the same people taking the same DM seats. Maybe some new people showing their faces on this screen. Who knows? Holiday schedule will be announced next week when I can remember to write down what days of the week they are. That's all I got, kids, if anyone else has anything.
Yeah, it's probably right.
About it.
Cool, yeah. So, we pick back up about a month or so after the party left Bleakford to head towards Ichibi. So right now they're off on a boat in the middle of the ocean somewhere. And we are here in the cold north. It's been a few hard weeks. Things have seemed to be contested with every step you take. The Cabal are just one step ahead. And it's been hard to sort of gain any ground. But Oriel has basically ordered everyone to sort of split the remaining members of the resistance off into different groups in an attempt to seek out whoever this new party is that's turned up and begun assisting the Cabal. And so far, it's proven pretty fruitless. There's not really been anything. It's even been hard to sort of find the Cabal, like, actively. It's more sort of just run into them or there at whatever your next steps were. And so we pick up on one of these little journeys where the group of Sneros, Opras, Faris, Shy, Leisha have all been separated and sent off. Sent off to inspect something that seems sort of off. There's been, for the first time in, well, quite some time, there's been a large group of Cabal spotted in the markets, and they sort of have been gathering to a large group, and something's going on, but you're not quite sure what, and that's why you've been sent there. So, fucking hell. 1 second, sorry, there's a knock at my door. Enjoy.
Cryos just turned
And
into
we
wombats
all
with a slap.
dead.
Do we want to introduce who the characters are? So we know we have Snaros. Do you want to remind us who Snaros is?
A really fucking tall Goliath woman who
Who
may have
is-
a slight personality change based
who
on
was
the fact she's
born
around people
to-
she knows.
May have a slight what?
Personality change since she's around people she knows and trusts.
Ooh. Secrets.
Trust me, senpai.
Chris, go.
Wait, what?
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Faris, the dude with the witch doctor mask. You can't see his face.
Yeah, there's a lot of masks.
Yeah.
For sure.
And what's your class, homie G?
I am a mix of a fighter rogue sorcerer.
Trying
Beautiful.
to fit that on the stat block. We limit
There he
like
is. There he is
three
right now.
classes. Man, trying to fit 3 classes on there was fucking chaotic. I was so thankful no one had 4.
You can't have 4, can you?
You can have as many multi-classes
Yeah,
as
you
you
could
want.
have fucking 12
I
if
thought you could
want.
have up to 3.
No.
As long as you meet the I mean, I don't think any of us necessarily meet like the mechanical prerequisites. But technically, as long as you meet the prerequisites, you can have as many multi-classes as you want.
And I guess
Nice.
if you have like a 13 in every stat, you could be
Yeah.
absurd.
Yeah. Thomas, who are you?
I'm Hotter's Xifa. If it is pronounced like
Uncle
that.
Odie. You're Uncle Odie.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah.
You have to have a southern accent.
He didn't have a
Show the
southern accent in the
relation.
game.
I need to have a Baltic accent, and yeah. So.
What is a Baltic accent? Go ahead and give us an
That's what I wanna
example.
know.
I don't know. I was searching it. And I found on YouTube like some of the sexiest Baltic accent. That was the video. I was like, what
You
the
look
fuck?
specifically for sexy. You want sexy and
Sexy.
gloating.
I
You
want
want a
a
sexy
sexy
Baltic.
accent. I want the
Where-
sass-
A Baltic accent
that
is basically my attempt at like Slavic last time for
Pol-
Balthazar. Is basically
or like Poland and everything like this.
Yeah. Speak like a Pole, and you'll be. Smoke a
Yeah.
pole, and you'll be
super swole.
Baltic. Is that how it
Well,
works? Is that why I'm so strong?
Sucking dick
Go ahead,
makes you
Tay.
strong.
And yeah, so and
Swaps
I'm a
up big.
Furbolg, fighter, druid, and warlock.
Suck dick, get strong. You motto.
You heard it here first.
That's all we need. It's on
Is
the
it
t-shirt
is it
coming
first?
soon.
Did we come up with this? Go ahead, Tay.
I'm playing Leisha. She's, a girl. Clara Granger. Right here. I don't know what I'm doing.
Have we said races? So Otis is a Fearbolg.
Yeah, and he came from the same city as you, as Ambrose.
As Ambrose.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Ambrose
Yeah,
today.
I know.
Oh.
Sorry.
They're from Hearth.
Yeah. And he's
Chris
from
and
Earthborn.
Tay are siblings
Yeah, we're
in life
Eladrin.
and in game. We all know
Surprise.
We're
That's what
all
my dad
related.
was. That's what my dad was doing in England for so many years.
That's what my dad was doing when he went to go get milk. Was making Chris.
That checks out. My dad went to get milk and lived in England for 10 years. That's how that works.
Basically.
Yeah.
it's the
So
same thing.
what is your character race?
We're Eladrin. Are you an Eladrin? I'm an Eladrin.
I am also an Eladrin, but I believe we are different seasons because of a curse.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Which apparently, according to my character sheet, we can just change on a short rest.
You can.
I think that's
Excellent.
mechanical. I don't think that's the RP.
I think you can
I
RP
think-
that a lot of fun ways.
Are you playing? What's your character's name, Tay?
Leisha.
Leisha. Is Leisha a winter Eladrin and Ferris is a summer
killer winter
Eladrin?
Eladrin. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm playing Shy, who's a bard, and she's got masks. And they're the theater masks, like the happy sad masks.
Yeah,
I love
because
I forget what they're called. They have a
she's,
name.
shy.
Yeah.
They have a name.
That's the trend here. Is all of us except for Snaros are in masks.
No, for I'm not in a mask.
You don't have a mask, hey?
I
Well,
don't
you're
think-
not in the fucking
I
club.
don't think Sarif does either. Even
But I
though
have
Cryo
She's
a
not
is
in the
Yeah.
club either.
But I have a big
Snaros
beard.
doesn't have one.
Yeah, she's
Well,
not
the
in the
beard is
club
kind
either.
of like a mask. Okay, well, if
tell us.
Wombat's dead, as Cryo has just suggested, I'm going to assume that I have time to go pee. We'll find out.
Sure. Run.
Run. Run.
Yeah, because you got Shy with the theatre mask and you've got Faris with his Plague Doctor mask. If they both rock up, either there's going to be an ounce of comedy or plague in your house. So, something's going
Yes.
on.
And I just found out the true magic item I was taking with me.
You figure it out? Good
Okay.
lad.
Yeah.
Good job, Thomas. You want a head scratch? You want a head scratch? You want a treat?
I will put a star on the calendar.
I sent them in the mail. They'll be there soon. Thomas is a good boy.
Could be a
Trent. He gets
dancing
stuff.
plague.
It's
Right. Could be a dancing plague.
true.
One shot where we're just the members of ABBA.
So yes, about
Someplace over. You know, someplace over in Europe actually did have a dancing plague.
That's wild.
plague
People just
dancing.
sprung out dancing for like 30 days, and people dropped dead of exhaustion.
Yeah, that was
You
called.
put-
I don't know why they did
That's what happened when Gangnam Style came out. Honestly,
But Gangnam Style.
everyone did that for like 2 years straight.
Yep.
So what does the spell?
I know that spell very well.
Which spell? What fucking spell? It's actually quite nice. I only have like 3 to worry about, so I'm Gucci.
You only have 3
Oh,
spells.
yeah.
About that.
About that, how about the 2d6
So
plus
many.
1d8 plus 1d8 plus 5 damage?
I have a bow.
I also have a bow.
And you have my
Catch me
sword.
just solely casting Hunter's Mark and sniping from a tree.
And I'm doing radiant
You
damage.
got my axe.
Ooh.
Radiant damage today.
Yeah, because my rare magic item is Crystal Greatsword.
Very nice.
Nice.
My character is more fire themed. He's called Faris the Burnt, so you'll be
My
seeing a lot
mom's
of
called
fire
Ferris
shit.
the Burnt.
Oh yeah, that's because of the itch.
Yeah,
I help on that.
Oh,
He's
we're
not
both
dead.
alive.
Either.
Hey, buddy. You want to do
Yeah.
your
How-
intro again?
How was
No.
your slap from Cryo?
He's a skinwalker.
Yeah, it was great.
We assumed
Feels-
Cryo just showed up and smacked you.
I feel so awake. Yep.
Yummy.
Cool.
Lover squirrel.
Now, I've forgotten what the fuck is going on.
We
Basically-
just did
yeah,
character
so-
introductions without you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably important. Good job.
Thanks.
10 points to Gryffindor.
We got this.
For we're better than that.
Yeah. So you've all sort of made your way to this market area where suddenly just these members of the Cabal have just started gathering en masse. And when you look around, it's sort of the typical sort of what you've gotten used to and what you sort of expect. There's normal people going about their day, and then there's others wearing masks which conceal their face, wearing robes, some in armor, all gathered around something in a large circle. And you can hear there's a sort of low chant coming from this circle, and there's sort of more shouty voice coming from the center. And as the snow falls, and you all sort of spread out and weave your way through the crowds, you begin to be able to hear a bit clearer. And there's a sort of low chanting, which simply sort of you can hear as that which dies shall never rest, for it will rise and kill the rest. It will stand, it will breathe, it will love, and it will cry. Rest is unattainable, life is unavoidable. That which has died shall never rest. And this chant continues just sort of quietly, almost in whispers. And as you walk past some of these people, you can, some of these normal people, you can even hear some of them whispering. As a symbol written, carved into the ground, begins glowing with a sort of dull green light. Which suddenly erupts, and from the middle rises the familiar figure of Omen, clad in robes that you've seen before, these brown, long robes covering most of his body, a hood over his head, the mouthless, noseless, and eyeless face, the carved symbol in his head. As he stands proud, scythe in hand, he says, "Thank you, all of you, once again. Our work is far from done. The next steps are vital. We know what we must do. We know what we seek. Ivan has been sent off. He's claiming another lodestone, but we must secure this one. Now, that is our task. Spread out, find it, and report it. And he sort of gets surrounded by a small sort of detachment of rather heavily armored and well-equipped members of the Cabal who sort of wander off with him. And after seeing this, is there anything that any of you do? What do you all do?
What are our surroundings like? Are we in the middle of the city and surrounded by like buildings? Is it like an open like?
It's
Yard.
it's like a market area, so it's relatively open, but there's sort of stalls and people everywhere.
It's safe to say Leisha would be on the highest point of view she could find, watching from a tall vantage point.
Yeah, so you sort of the you could you see a rooftop that you can sort of relatively easily climb up to. But then you also take a look around, and on some of the surrounding buildings, there's these sort of balconies up a floor up, with some people standing on it. And it's fairly safe to assume that you'll probably get a better view from up on the roof, but you'll draw less attention from the balcony.
I'd probably go onto the balcony for now.
Yep.
Be the bet. Do I see anybody else? Is everybody else? Are you guys like all like blending with the crowd? Are you pretty incognito?
What's everybody else dressed like?
She's in very simple leathers.
No, I mean
her
like the
face-
crowd. Is it
crowd.
kind of varied?
Okay.
It's yeah, it's sort of, other than the people who are clearly those are the cabal. The rest of the people are in their sort of standard winter clothing.
Okay. Shy is kind of standing behind Snaros wherever Snaros is, using her for a body shield from view.
Snaros would have been moving about on the ground. Kind of observing, watching, listening to Shy if they say anything.
Your weapon is pretty distinct. Would you have brought it with you?
Who, Shy or Snaros?
Snaros.
She would have, but she does have her cloak on, and she's trying to hide it that way. As she always does.
And what about boys? Where are you at?
Yeah, just try to blend into the crowd, I guess. Simple leathers, hood up, plague mask on. Just standing around like this. Trying to resist the urge to run in and start killing everything.
Yeah, Leisha would be trying to make eye contact with at least one of you somewhere in the crowd.
I'm not really good at hiding.
Welcome to being the new walking fridge, mate.
I guess with that big great sword in my back, I don't think I'm really good at hiding.
And we have no form of communication, right? Like, we don't have, like, ascending. No, good. Love this. Hand signals, guys. We should have practiced.
Sure, we'd have before.
It's pretty safe to assume that you lot have like know each other enough to
Yeah.
communicate with hand signals.
Probably looking for Ferris. Alicia would just keep her eyes looking for her brother. Slow, calm movements, not like darting around like breaking her neck, but
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so looking around, you managed to spot your brother, sort of cautiously like weaving his way through the crowds a bit. Be careful to avoid the many members of the cabal that are present. And then you sort of look more at where this ritual happened, and this symbol that was on the ground is gone. And there's a group which you saw contain Omen, wander out more towards sort of some of the more fancy, noble sort of living neighborhood area. And meanwhile, the rest of the Cabal members, a lot of them, sort of split off into smaller groups and begin spreading out throughout the city. And you see some of them sort of, wandering into like an alleyway or something like that, and begin taking off their masks and robes and stuff like that, and just becoming regular citizens.
And this Omen guy, he's still front and center.
He is, I'd say, being escorted away by a group of fairly heavily armed and well-equipped guards.
Alicia would just look for anyone either giving a signal to attack or just to follow at a distance.
Seeing this, these sort of Cabal members start spreading out and fanning out throughout the city, and you all sort of know each other enough to understand how each other think. You've fought alongside each other enough for that. So you begin scanning the sort of higher elevated positions for Felicia. And you guys managed to see Alicia, you get you sort of, as you're scanning, you see the faces of your allies turn towards you.
Is anybody signaling anything? Is anyone saying anything? Looking to Snaros, looking to everybody else, looking for some kind of guidance.
Snaros will motion to follow and it's kind of make like a questioning movement. Like, do we want to follow?
Alicia just taps the back of her quiver, pointing she'd rather just shoot an arrow.
Shy puts her hand on the small of Snaros' back and says, I am sorry, little one, but you are the most qualified to make this decision. And she gives you a bardic inspiration while she's doing that.
She's gonna look to Alicia and make a motion as if she's pointing to the crowd 2 other times, basically asking, what about the other 2?
Alicia just looks to Ferris and kind of 2-finger, vague Call of Duty hand motion.
Like, go.
See, is that
Yeah,
just start going?
exactly.
Look up, nod, and then just start squirming my way through the crowd, like when you're in the club.
I will just advance straight up. pushing everyone on my way.
Boom, 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 boom.
Why did we take him?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so
Just
fast.
needed some muscle.
I would stay to the rooftops.
Yeah, we need
Oh.
some muscle. Meanwhile, Snaros.
She's
Yeah.
as tall as me, so
I got the bow.
Yeah, but she's not as stupid as you,
Oh, I do.
pushing people around when we're on
Oh,
a
I
stealth
do.
mission, you fool.
yes, about to attack someone in the middle of a crowd.
There's
That is
only
stealthy.
there's only so stealthy you can be when you are like the size of a barn door trying to make its way through a
He's
bowling
only-
I don't
alley.
know. Have you
He's
seen
only
Snaros disappear?
He's only
Have you seen
7
Snaros
feet tall. He's short for a
He's only 7 feet
For
tall.
a fearbolt.
Yeah, it is a dwarf fog.
Yes, in the middle. I don't think in the city that are they tall people?
yes.
This
I
is giant
mean-
country.
Okay.
I mean,
Good. So
Snaros,
I'm
who is
that
8 foot
tall.
tall, disappeared in Seoul from the party.
That was stupid. But yeah.
So okay, so it is like a crowd of my
Or big
of my
people.
eye- of my
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
on
Okay,
average, they are your height or taller.
Okay, good.
Okay, this is going to inform my decision now because when I'm moving through the crowd, I'm going to try and avoid like swinging cocks from like above my head. Ugh. Ugh.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
God.
Don't touch me.
Ow.
Make a charisma saving
Ow.
throw for not being charmed.
Yeah, they're all.
Shy is just following Snaros. Wherever Snaros goes, that's where Shy goes.
But if I am next to Chris' character, because I don't remember the name.
Faris.
Paris.
Paris, if I'm close, I can he can maybe try to hide behind me. I don't know. Like I can advance and
At this
I
point,
use-
I feel like I'm going to just climb on top of you and try and get away from this reed of giants. Ah!
Okay. Yeah. So as this group
But I
sort
will-
of
I will move with Ferris. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So you all sort of begin making your way through the crowd, sort of as a group, but split apart and separated. You're following were you all following one of the smaller groups of the Cabal, or were you following Omen?
I assumed we were following Omen.
We are.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, so you all sort of begin following down this the streets that lead off towards the more noble area. Sort of how far away are you all sort of trying to follow?
I feel like we've done this probably a few times, so trying to keep a decent sort of. You know, when Assassin's Creed makes you do forced fucking follow missions, like that's a sweet spot between being able to still see them and not being shouted at by the game for dropping back too far.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'd probably be 20 feet back from them at elevation.
So let's say we're maybe 60, 70 feet back.
Sounds right. About 60 feet.
I think. Throwing numbers out.
Knowing full well we use the metric system here.
Fucking 36 meters then.
You know, that's actually
Wow,
like pretty
good math.
fucking close. Yeah.
Good maths. Yeah,
2 + 2 =
so
4, good maths.
Um, Yeah, you're all following from this distance. And this group almost sort of begins to sort of change the speed at which they're moving. It almost seems to slow down. And then they start turning around a corner. And as you sort of continue following them, you end up on the street as them. You see this group, they've clearly picked up their speed again. They're a bit further away. And as you manage to get around this corner, they make another turn. And as you follow along with them, you finally get them in your sights again. They make another turn. All of which has sort of, so they've turned left, and they've turned right, and then they've turned right again. And as you come around this corner, one more time, you're following them, and they turn right again.
Do they look like they know they're being followed and they're trying to lose a tail?
It's definitely a strange pattern of movement.
They just did a U-turn.
Literally.
Shy casts invisibility on herself and Snaros.
And I have a question. Are we back on the first road we are, or another road? Because we turn left, then right, then right, then right. So it will mean we are back
Sure.
on the first road.
Only if
Yeah,
it's
so,
if it's square
Burn.
blocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
They
Yeah,
are square
you-
blocks.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
made it back to the start and sort of further down you can see the stalls of the market again.
All right, Snaros, you're invisible.
My little shooting star.
I demand to only be referred to as my little shooting star from now on.
The opposite of
Take this off.
invisibility is a shooting star.
My life story.
What is Shy class again?
Bard.
Bard.
I gave you a
Bard.
bardic inspiration. That's Bard.
A
Bird.
A
Bird.
burb. A burb.
Rocket.
Then in that case, she'll kind of like whisper to Shy, "Follow me up to the roof." They know.
Lead the way.
She
You guys
flew.
are invisible. Fuck, I can't
Mhm.
see you. Looking for losing sight on those two. I would probably know what invisibility looks like. Like when you just fade from existence. I'm not that dumb, am I?
No.
There's snow, right? There's footprints. So you can see where we disappeared and then see where we're going.
I would motion to the other two boys like a same 2-finger up symbol. Like ups.
This is okay.
This is what?
2 fingers, Chris. All you need.
Come hither motion, Chris.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Oh, come hither. Oh, bedroom eyes. Weird. Okay.
You know what? Blinkford's basically Alabama, right?
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say Blinkford's basically Alabama at this point.
That just means that he's fucking his sister.
Are you still on the roof?
Yeah.
How Wombat? How high is it up to where Alicia is? From, say, ground to roof level?
Probably like 15 feet or so.
Okay. Because if she wants me to go up, the very direct and annoying person that Faris is, I'll just fucking face step straight up there, just disappear from the crowd, and appear directly next to Alicia.
Wherever we land on the roof, Shy prestidigitates a flare, just a little like, poof,
Okay.
just to let people know where we are.
And how does the big man get up there?
Oh, the big man!
I mean,
You
you're
will
half the
cast,
size of the building.
Misty Step.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so this group, all of you have now gathered together once more on top of this roof.
Why are we
Uh,
there?
Good question. So as you've all gathered up on this roof, what's your next steps?
I'm just gonna say keep following them. But when we find a point that's not too crowded, shoot at them.
So we're basically we've gone up to an elevated position to get like a good line of sight on these moving targets, right?
Yeah, line of sight, vantage point. See if they change their pattern.
Excellent. Yeah, emerging from this little fiery portal that he's made himself, Faris is just going to start trudging off towards where he knows they're going to be, like hopping over rooftops and shit.
What's
They're
your
looking back, sorry, so they make their little U-turn
Yep.
back on the main road. Are they heading back to where they came, or are they going the other way?
They are just continuing straight. So they've gone down, turned around, and now they are wandering back through this sort of markety area.
Is it very crowded still, or is it like...
It's relatively crowded, yeah. But they make a few stops at a couple of stalls, and at each of them, they get handed a small sort of rolled up piece of paper. And he takes them, doesn't read them, just takes them, pockets them, continues walking. And as they sort of finish up with these rounds in this market, they begin wandering further out, heading more towards sort of lower wealth housing area. It's more slummy.
Is this where the home is?
No.
Okay. Shy still following Snaros.
Snares is going to follow until wherever they're at, it's not crowded and it's kind of empty of people. And at that point, she's going to take out her bow and just kind of like give a signal to the others that it's time to start.
Faris is going to pull out a crossbow from his magic arsehole and load that and be gearing to go.
Leisha's gonna
Shy's
notch a
making
bow.
magic, but you can't see it because she's invisible. Can't see what's her face either.
Magic piece.
So we are
Magic
ready
would be-
to go in. That's
Shy prestidigitates go time, or gets ready to prestidigitate go time in the air when Snarrow
Firework.
says, "Yeah, little
Marquee.
yeah."
is there like a torch or a normal fire near them?
No, not that you could see.
Okay, good. But I'm gonna go down off that fucking roof. Oh, I don't know why I'm there.
You never came up to the roof.
He's just gonna fucking god stomp off the roof, just straight into the.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Um,
going some
Sorry, I was
boulder in the
taking
middle
a
of them.
breeze.
Excellent. So you all sort of begin gearing up, ready to go. And the sort of streets clear a bit as most people are off working and doing the sort of day-to-day task. And as they sort of make their way to almost like a kind of intersection in this area, a cloaked figure standing about 6 feet tall, just simple dark blue robes concealing their basically everything, concealing their face, their torso, just everything. Walks up, and this sort of ring of Cabal guards around Omen sort of breaks, and Omen steps forth, begins talking with this figure. What do you all do?
Do you know who that could be?
There was talk about a potential another player in the scene who you're not really sure who it is yet, but it's sort of ideas that the Cabal have a new ally.
Snarrows, when you are ready, I will alert the others.
We're going to fight, but we're not going to stick around if it starts getting too tough. We run after that. The goal is to get that man's robes off.
Say when.
Now, instead of someone colder, the moment that Shy sends the signal.
So a little symbol of fears. So I know that everyone was sort of prepping weapons. Did anybody fire or anything like that? Yeah.
Yes.
Holder's right next to the guy in robes.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. So yeah, if you're firing, roll a hit.
It's a
And-
saving throw for me.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
Omen.
Okay.
Intelligence saving throw.
Is it fair to say, or is it okay to say that I was dipping my arrows in poison? 20 of them.
Go for it.
Do I have advantage because we are like hidden from him?
Oh yeah, you're a rogue.
I'm trying to do rogue shit.
I'll say so. I'll say so.
Hell
Rogue,
yeah.
rogue shit.
Okay, well, that's fine.
And who were you targeting?
Who? There was Omen and someone else.
Yeah. And a
Um,
bunch of guards around Omen.
I'll just shoot one of the fucking guards, like try to thin the pack.
Oh yeah, cool.
And is it okay to say Calder would have bit at the man's ropes?
Oh. Oh
But
no.
what? Sorry.
Is it okay to say that Calder, when summoned, would
Yeah.
have bit at the man's robes to try and pull him off? Reveal his face.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get you to roll a to hit for Calder.
Okay.
Okay. So for the intelligence saving throw, it was a 18. What did you roll to hit, Chris?
I got a 16 plus 7. I got 23 to hit with the crossbow and the guard.
Yep, that hits.
If that
So-
hits, okay, that's 14 plus. That's 18 points of piercing damage from the crossbow with sneak attack.
And I have a question. Do I have time to cast 2 spell?
Oh, probably not two. Two's probably stretching it.
Oh, because I wanted just to create a bonfire in front of the troop.
Yep.
And after that, cast the augment flame in a cone on the group.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you can do the bonfire, but that's about it. Like you wouldn't have the time to sort of do augment flames yet. Yeah. So all right, and what was the to hit for Calder?
18.
Yeah, that hits. Cool. So roll damage for him as well.
So 4.
4. Cool. And as so a bunch of stuff just happened there. So Shy fires off this psychic lance, just a blast of psychic energy. Which manages to hit Omen, but something happens and it just sort of clouds off of his head. And he doesn't seem too affected by it. As for Faris, you managed to fire off a crossbow bolt and strike one of these guards in between a sort of segment of their armor in the leg, and he sort of collapses down a bit. And as you're all looking at this group, suddenly a burst of flame appears and a bonfire appears just behind the Cabal soldiers. And then your attention shifts to this robed figure. And as Calder is sort of summoned in this puff of hold energy, and quickly lunges and bites this figure. It reaps his head back, pulls the robes off, revealing a figure that is only familiar to one of you. There is a man, sort of middle-aged, with sort of slicked back, lightly graying hair, a sort of bushy beard, well kept though, a sort of blue, quite fine clothing, and a sort of button-up vest. Well dressed, very sort of put together, and down at his side, on one side of him, you can see the book, and on the other side, there is a golden quill.
As soon as those robes come off, Alicia would have fired at Omen.
Cool. I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative.
Did Leisha get her a surprise round though?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you fired the arrow, right?
Yes.
Cool. Roll a hit.
Nat 20 for a total of 30.
Cool.
And I will cast Augment Flame on the bonfire.
No, your surprise round thing was actually
Okay,
making the
yeah.
bonfire.
Okay, good.
Plus my 5. So 13 plus 7 is 20 plus 8 is 28. And I'm going to extend a second level spell slot to use the debilitate poison so he can't regain hit points. I think it's for the next minute.
Cool. And how much damage was it, you said?
28 points of a combination of piercing and poison.
Okay, cool. Cool. Awesome. So, yeah, this arrow dipped and coated in this poison. You loose, and the arrow strikes Omen in his shoulder as one of his guards quickly grabs the arrow, snaps it off, and turns around and throws up a shield.
Right, initiative. That's a thing I do. Holy shit.
This is like
I don't play dexterous characters,
Yeah.
so this is exciting
this was
to have this
fun.
high of an initiative bonus.
I have a +7 to initiative. That's ridiculous. I've only ever had like a 0 or maybe a +1. So this is very exciting.
For a one shot one time, I had like built a broken ass character. And I had a +14 to initiative, and I was like, this is the life. Chris, switch the cams, my love.
Is it switching time?
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Okay, here we are.
I need to give you this.
I feel like I want to like just low-key gift Cryo a sub, getting all these ads.
That is the huge ass.
Chris, can you see the map?
1 sec. Yes. Can
Okay,
you all see the
fabulous.
map?
Now we can.
Yeah.
I was looking at the stream.
Hope you guys are thirsty.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking cryo. I'm gonna drink my
Just
phone.
because you're sad you're not here.
3,
Yeah, you jealous?
4.
You jealous?
Fucking hell.
Oh,
5.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I
He's
I will
going in.
fly to Australia
6.
and kick you in the dick. This is
Giving me the old dick twist.
we're gonna
This
grab
is
by
a
the
new
dick.
form of waterboarding, guys.
Yeah.
you did convince me, cryo. I'm drinking my phone.
I'm gonna have to go to break sooner than I thought.
Yes, I can put myself.
Love
Okay,
you
I'm-
too, Cryo. You
I'm
cunt.
gonna fucking die.
You nippleless
Me
pig.
every day. multi-nippled whore.
When are you? Just bring a character, Cryo, please. I need someone to tank for me.
Eddie, come tank for us.
Wonderful. All right. Initiative. So, second. Okay, cool. Need to. 2, 4.
So we are no longer invisible because we attacked.
Okay. That is
Ooh.
cool. Okay. 20 and above.
25.
22.
I feel so
23.
weak with my plus
23.
0.
Sorry, I'm 24, not 25. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So-
Thomas, welcome to my fucking life, bro. Enjoy.
Okay. I need to.
Yeah, we
Get
need to do
that.
that again because that was a lot.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Nikki said she had 24.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
23.
You're so
Tay.
young, Chris.
23.
I have 22.
Also 23. Then Callie with 22. And then Thomas
Okay,
has probably got like a 2 or something.
Wait.
No, I
wait.
rolled an 18.
Okay.
Speedy.
Shut up, everyone, please. I don't have the brain cells for this right now. Okay. Nikki, you said 24.
Mhm.
Cool. Chris,
23.
23. Cool. Kelly.
22.
Tay.
23.
Twins
Thomas.
doing twin shit.
18.
You should just all go on the same initiative no matter what.
Sibling telepathy.
Mm.
I'm gonna bring back Rakesh on that.
No.
Stop it, Thomas.
Right, guys. Rakesh or Tarek, who would you rather have?
Oh, that's a tough choice.
Oh, it's an easy choice for Cash.
Or 4, but he's always green.
Oh, no. Mm. Ugh.
Uh,
How about Uncle Lottie? Can we have Uncle Lottie?
I promise I won't. I will do a good guy someday.
Yeah, well,
keyword is
hopefully it'll
someday.
be. Yeah, just kill off Tarek and then bring him in, okay?
Please don't.
you guys have to ritually sacrifice Tarek to fix the world. That's the whole point of him being here.
Great, perfect.
Cool.
Does Tarek have
Spoiler
one of the necklaces? Because he's gonna die.
Maybe. I don't know.
You will try to kill him.
Strip search and find out.
Let's play a game of strip poker, Tarek. Sorry, wrong game. I'm done. Sorry.
Don't
So-
tempt him.
All
That's
right.
the gamble.
So, yeah, you have all just had a surprise round. Next, Nikki. Shy. What do you do? Is this a whole just lot of things have just happened?
Hmm. I am going to cast sleep at a 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 7d8 hit points, and I'm casting it on the guards. Oh, that was just 1. So that's 7, and I'll roll 6 more.
So that's 13. Ooh, I know how to count. 46 hit points worth of guards.
So that is
It'll start with the one that was injured and go from there.
okay. Which one did you shoot, Chris?
I'm gonna say which one of these guards is like is the one in the middle, is that Omen or is that
That's Omen.
This
that's Omen? Okay, so this dude closest to me, like very top of the that one. I shot him because he was in my
Cool.
eye line.
So it'll start
Cool.
with him and go to him next.
Okay. How much did you say? 46?
46.
Yeah, cool. All right. And you did like what was it, 30,
18 points of damage.
18? Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, that was the other one. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, you managed to put that injured guard to sleep. And as it sort of heads towards the next one, sort of mist, as it sort of spreads towards him, it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Okay, but I incapacitated one, right?
Yep.
Don't hit this one.
I've worked with Shy before. I know when she's putting people to sleep. She's put me to sleep. I'll try to.
Many times.
But
Bless
we're
you.
elves, baby.
Anything else?
No.
Cool. That brings us to
The twins.
yeah. I'll let you guys decide who goes first.
What's your dex?
18.
I'm at 20. Do you want to go first? or
No,
do
you go
wanna
first. You
follow
got the higher.
Okay. First things first, bonus action spiritual weapon. Right between this unknown guy with a book. I don't know who he is. No fucking idea. You would see a probably, I don't even know. Let's just double down on Omen's scythe. She would make her spiritual weapon look just like his scythe in the middle. And she's gonna first take her attack with her bonus action spiritual weapon at Omen.
Okay.
For a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And then that is 1d. That's not great. 12 points of piercing damage. I guess it's max damage, it's not that bad. Or bludgeoning damage, I guess. Whatever spiritual weapon does. And then she would take a shot with her arrow. That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Yeah.
Oh, sick. And that's gonna be 4 points of piercing, 4 points of poison with her bow.
Huh?
And that would be the end of her turn.
Yeah, so you sort of focus and suddenly this sort of recreated version of Omen's scythe, this spiritual form, appears and begins slashing at Omen. Strikes him. Very nice. It strikes him and he sort of recoils back a bit, sort of clutching at a wound, and stands back up, followed by an arrow, whizzes past and also also strikes him. Cool. Faris.
What's this little random ring here? Is that nothing?
This one.
Yeah.
On fire, I think.
There's the
That
bonfire.
one. Yeah, it's the bonfire.
Okay. No, that's fine then. So he's gonna use his bonus action to phase step again, going right in front of this dude here. When he lands, I think he takes damage because he's a fire boy. 1 sec. Let me just double check that racial features.
I hope you have a high dexterity saving throw.
Don't you worry
He
about
does.
it. I'm getting out of your way.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Phase step. Yeah, immediately takes 3 points of fire damage when I land in like this burst of flames. And then for my action, I'm gonna shank him with my rapier. I believe I get sneak attack because no one's within 5 feet of him.
No, you have to have somebody within 5 feet.
No, because I'm a swashbuckler.
Oh, swashbuckler, eh? Yeah, if
Yeah,
you've
okay.
1v1, then you get your sneak attack.
I'm 1v1ing this boyo.
This
Okay, 16 plus. So that's 23. All I've done is roll on 6. Cool. Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so he takes one of those. Not crazy good. 9 plus 4. He takes 13 points of piercing damage.
that's a lot of damage.
And then I'm gonna. Can someone show me what a 15-foot cone looks like on here?
Where are you pointing it?
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, so from me, like.
It's 15 feet across and then in a cone.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah, so it is.
Would
like
it do
this,
these?
the-
The guy in front of me and the 3 behind?
yeah.
Yes, just.
Okay, cool. Because I was looking for a shape thing and I couldn't find one. He's going to action surge and cast a 2nd level Burning Hands. So everyone needs to make a dex save of 15.
So that's the
oh, and
15
the
feet from you, eh? Yeah.
And the sleepy
Cool.
boy.
Yeah. So for Omen.
No, it wouldn't get the sleepy boy. It would be over here.
Yeah.
To here.
It was Dex. You said.
Dex, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So for Omen, that's 22.
Pass.
For the one in front of you, that is a 20.
Pass.
And for this top guard, it was a 16.
Pass.
And for the bottom one, that was a 14.
Fail.
Hey.
Okay. He takes 14 points of fire damage. The rest take 7. And then I'm going to take my 30 feet of movement and run away. Whee! And as part
Literal
of my
hit and run tactics.
rakish audacity, because I hit that dude, I don't think he can take a reaction to hit me back. So yeah, that's my
Very
turn.
nice.
Chaos.
Love it.
I love my
Um,
character sheet, guys. Action search still.
I'm proud of you. Cool. So this, so Faris sort of appears in front of this crowd of these Cabal, followed by his appearance. There's a just explosion of these blue flames, which burn this dude.
This Broheim.
And then you slash at him with your rapier, or was it? No, yeah, you shanked him with the rapier. So you stabbed him just through the shoulder. Step back and throw your hands forth, releasing this just blast of flame scorching most of these evil fuckers. And then you bravely dash away.
Get out of the way of Ortiz's fucking bomb that he's about to set off, because I've seen this boy do this before.
Excellent. Next up, we have Snares.
Bonus action, she's going to tell Calder to fetch. She already knows in mind what she has for him. I'm assuming that Calder probably can tell from her, or does she need to speak a full sentence of what to fetch?
I believe you've got a mental link with your pet.
So the only thing the party hears is her saying fetch. However, she is going to shoot another arrow at, let's say, this boy back here.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And do they take cold damage?
Do they?
I don't know.
I mean, they're squishy.
6 piercing and 3 cold damage.
6 piercing, 6 recoil. Cool. Yeah, so you loose this arrow as it strikes this Cabal member who sort of stands up, just snaps off the arrow, begins to train his crossbow on you.
Flipping him off. Calder's going to try.
Sorry?
Calder will try to take the book.
Okay, cool.
What would you like me to roll for that?
Okay. You've got stats for him, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Roll sleight of hand? Sleight of hand for mouth?
I don't think he has that.
Well,
He has the
you
base
get
stat.
It would just
yeah,
be
yeah, so
dexterity then.
yeah, it's dex, yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
That is a 14 work? My boy
Hold
only has a
a-
plus 1 to dex.
Bless his socks. Calder lunges forth this time at this older acquaintance. As you leap forth, and as he leaps forth, he attempts to bite this book, but this figure, the curator, just is a bit too smart, and he just sort of steps out the way, and Calder just sort of misses and lunges forth a bit.
It's fine.
And
Calder has.
and he sort of just turns a knowing look towards you.
Snares will wink at him.
Cool. And is that your turn?
Mhm.
Cool. Now it is Omen's turn.
Shit.
I need to check a thing real quick.
It is broken to me that spiritual weapon is not a concentration spell. Continue.
I have shield. Okay, thank God. Thank you, Wombat.
Anything?
Bless. Okay. Yeah, cool. So Omen sort of stands up and he just waves his hand at this depiction of his scythe as he casts Dispel Magic. And then he turns around and says, "You will have to do better than that." And as he turns towards all of you, you see these sort of normal. His eyes are normally just empty pits in his face, but this time you see them glowing with a sort of faint green light. That's that. And the curator, after dodging Calder, he quickly, after dodging Calder, throwing a knowing glance at Sneros, he quickly reaches down to his hip and draws forth this quill, which he turns and slams down into Calder. And that is a 18 to hit. Muted.
It hits by 1. How
Okay.
dare you hurt my baby?
I'm so sorry.
I want to see
You're
the
not.
baby.
Cool. Okay, and that is the 15 points of piercing damage. And after that, he takes the quill out and throws it towards you. And that is a 24 to hit.
How to telling you piss off the DM.
Hmm?
Yeah.
And
this
that
is now.
is cool. And that is also 15 points piercing damage. As this quill, freshly covered in the blood of Calder, is launched towards you. As it impacts you, he sort of recoils his hand, and the quill begins flying back towards him. As he holds the book open in his hands, with this quill freshly dipped in blood, he begins writing in the book. And says, and he sort of calls out towards you. It says, "Shouldn't you be with your friends? I thought they were heading somewhere."
Shouldn't you be there already meeting them? It's rude manners to be here instead.
Facts.
And now, it is Otris's turn.
You're muted, Thomas, but fuck him up.
Yeah, I want everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Even the sleepy guy and the Snairos companion.
Oh,
As I cast.
He automatically fails a dexterity saving throw. He's asleep.
As I cast Augment Flame on a 30-foot cone burst.
I have never heard of this spell.
It is pretty good. 400 foot of range. You can augment any fire to do a burst of 30 foot. 30-foot cone.
Sweet. Yeah, so from this bonfire, you're launching a
30-foot.
30-foot cone. I believe
Yeah.
that just hits all of them, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it is
And-
all of it.
And Calder. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's why I said sorry.
Mm. So what checks need to be made, sorry?
Dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
DC 17.
Sweet. Oh,
Calder's
okay.
hit 17.
Fuck yeah. So that is pass for the curator, pass for Omen.
It will be little damage because it is just 46.
Oh, it's like ranged burning hands, then I guess.
Mm.
Oh, that's okay.
And these two guards with crossbows, they fail. The sleeping one fails, and the other two pass.
It was 12. I rolled 12 point of damage.
Yep, and that's halved if they pass,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I will drop my concentration so the bonfire will disappear.
Oh, sweet.
I'm fucking fast.
That's not what you say. That's you're supposed to say fast as fuck, boy.
I have like 30 feet of movement
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, he's a small big man. All right. Next up is the guards' turns. Yay. So was there a check to wake up from sleep, sorry?
Did it take damage?
Yes.
It's awake.
Okay, cool. So that's awake, yep. Yeah, so the guards make their moves. These ones will walk forward.
Yeah. Thank me, Daddy.
Okay. And each of them makes 2 attacks
And they have pack
against
tactics.
Otris.
That
Like
will
fuck.
be interesting. That will be fun as fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, so for the first roll for all of them, I got a nat 20, a 19, and an 18.
Nope, just gonna say
Um,
I have adamantium plate.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. So that's just what's your AC, sorry?
16.
16. Cool. So all of them hit, just not a crit. The second attack.
That might save me.
Second attack is only 1 hit. Cool, and so damage. Yeah. So, 10, 15. Cool. And yeah, so as this just mob of people rush towards you, they just start swinging with 2 swords. You manage to sort of quickly maneuver your sword to like block a couple of hits, and your armor is able to shrug off some hits, but they manage to just land a couple strikes, causing 15 points of slashing damage. Sweet. Then the
Do I? How
oh,
much
sorry.
damage do I do
15 slashing.
in total?
Yep.
Okay, 15.
These Cabal members with crossbows begin sort of training their crossbows on those of you on the rooftops. This bottom one is aiming at Leisha, and this top one is aiming at Shy. Okay, and that is a 21 to hit on Leisha, and an 18 to hit on Shy.
It's
Hits.
Okay. That's the other one. I didn't drop the dice. Okay. So that is 12 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage to Leisha. 12 piercing, 3 poison. And then for Shy, that is 8 points of piercing and 4 points of poison. And that, and then they quickly load their crossbows again. And that takes us back to the top of the turn order. Shy, it is your turn.
free action speaking.
Mhm.
Looking up at Snaros. What are we doing?
Take one more shot. Run.
To where?
Scatter. You know where to meet.
Home.
Home.
Can I free action sign to everybody?
Yeah.
All right, I make the sign for home. It's this.
Yes, but like I'm not watching you every time. I'm concentrating.
Okay, I guess you're staying.
Okay, I'm staying.
You can see Varys is there, so just watch what If he starts making a dash for it, then follow. Don't worry about
Making the sign for home.
You guys do know that the location of the new home is different to the one that had homecoming happen.
Mhm.
So, as far as you're aware, the Cabal don't know the location of home. So you are able to freely just say, "We're going home."
Yeah, it's much funner to make hand signals up.
That people can't see. Yeah, sure. Yeah, cool.
Sorry, I got
And
it.
then I need. Nope.
I hate to say it as well, but I think the actual battle map on the Twitch is frozen because it's got the exact same layout as when it started.
No, it's fine for me.
It's
Yeah, it's fine.
I can see
okay.
it.
Yeah, it's just changed.
Yeah.
It's because I clicked
whack.
back on it because I was on something else.
Okay,
It's
that'll
on
do
the,
it.
on the hub.
Yeah. I saw it change.
I don't have anything that I can do. Sorry guys, I don't know what this thing does.
Oh, do the fucking just be a proper bard, YOLO out there with a vicious mockery.
Fuck you.
But it's psychic damage, and he doesn't take psychic damage.
I mean, do it on one of them that's attacking RT so they can make a break.
Yeah, the one that I put to sleep. I'll vicious mockery on that one. Give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to him, though?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elder.
Do you think I have this outrageous accent?
Okay. And that is a 12.
Okay. So Shai says, perhaps you should take a nap. And 2d4. Boop, 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 boop. 7 psychic damage. And then she runs toward wherever her home is. So I think she's off the map.
And as you're sort of running away, you hear Omen yell out, "Leaving already? We were just starting."
It has disadvantage on its next attack roll. BT dubs.
Very good. Very good. Cool. Leisha, your turn.
Bonus action, 3rd level charged missile on one of my arrows. For 25 to hit on Omen. So 1d8 first. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Plus 1 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Plus 6 is 21. Plus 5 is 26. Plus 5 is 31. Plus 31 points of thunder damage. And
Thunder damage.
Thunder damage. And Leisha will reach right in, grab one last bolt, or one last arrow, notch it, and let it loose at Omen one last time. For 22 to hit. Am I good?
Huh? What? Sorry? What'd you say?
22 to hit on my second
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
For 7 points of piercing, 3 points of poison, and Leisha will just like bring her hood up, symbol for home, and run back off the map.
Cool. Alright, Barris, your turn. You're just seeing a barrage of arrows fired. As you turn, you see your sister throw her hood on and turn around and start running off.
Yeah, seeing the symbol for home, he'll call out to Ortiz, who's probably too busy smacking the shit out of people. He'll be like, "Come on, Ortiz, you wrinkly bastard, we're heading home!" And he's gonna shoot off
I like it.
3 scorching rays at the dude in front of him.
Alright.
18, 17, nat 20. Okay. I think it's +7 to all those. So yeah, I think they all hit. 18, it's 25, 24, and a nat 20.
Cool. 25, 24. Yeah, they all hit. Which one were you targeting again? Sorry.
The one right in front of Ortiz.
Okay, cool.
So he takes 8 points of fire damage, 5 points of fire damage, and then the final one, which was a crit. Ooh. 17 points of fire damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so after this barrage of flaming bolts strikes this Cabal member, he sort of collapses in a hole-ridden, scorching, smoking pile of burning flesh.
Oh, sick. And he's just going to shout out to Ortiz again, "I will leave you!" And he's going to bonus action face step on the roof and just fuck off. Whee!
Meadows, your turn.
Just out of morbid curiosity, how big is a 60-foot cone in front of her?
It's fairly big. It'll hit all of them, I think.
Everyone.
It's 60 feet.
No, she'll do something different. So she's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark the Curator. She may or may not have a vendetta against this fucker. I wonder why.
I can't imagine why.
Can't imagine. And she is going to, of course, shoot an arrow at him. Not 20 for 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Max plus a roll.
No, it's just double dice.
Okay. Okay. Give my brain a second to catch up. D8. And does that also mean double on the cold damage on the arrow, or
Yeah, I'll say so.
and the hunter's mark triggers once or twice?
They what? Sorry.
The hunter's mark, does it trigger once or twice?
Hunter's mark is. I
It's
actually
for
don't
every-
really remember. Yeah,
it's for every
I thought it.
attack.
Yeah. So
But
Okay,
if it's
so
a
one.
crit, then it's probably 2 dice rolls.
You double all dice rolls. So
Okay.
Yeah, because it's same with hex.
yeah.
36 points of damage
36.
Oh.
Awesome.
on the.
Bang.
Disgusting.
The curator takes this arrow, just bam, as it strikes him, and this cold sort of energy radiates off it. He sort of gives a little yelp in pain, but just grunts his way back up and snaps the arrow off and points his quill at you.
While that's going on, Calder's going to try to go for the book again.
Okay.
Does a 17 do anything this time?
Dex saving throws.
Hmm?
Yeah. Oh, I did a dex saving throw for the curator.
Damn.
Yeah.
So she's going to basically free action. I'll see you again later on. How about that? And she'll run. Coulter would do the same.
Yeah, so this dog turns around and begins running away as well. And Otra, as you can see this. It is
Yeah.
now
Whee!
you can just
Yeah.
Whee!
yeah, cool. So now it is Omen's turn. Who just stares down Otra's. And as he stares you down, can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
That is 22.
22.
Yeah, 22.
Cool. All right, you passed. Good. Cool. Next up, curator. The curator sort of has this smug expression on his face, and he sort of walks up and stands next to Omen and places a hand on his shoulder. Says, "Shall we?" And he begins to turn and wander off. And Otras, it's your turn.
There's only me and 4 guard, but so I will attack the one on top. This one.
Mhm.
With my sword.
Yep.
So that is 21.
21 to hit. That hits.
Yeah. 5, 7, 11 damage, and 4 of them are radiant damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1 charge on my sword to regain that much HP of radiant damage.
Yep. Cool.
And after making sure that everyone run off, he will run off.
Yeah, and as you're leaving, you receive 2 opportunity attacks.
Disadvantage.
Or 1.
Okay, so that first one with disadvantage was a 12. I don't believe that hits.
No,
Next one is a 16.
I have 16 AC.
Meets it, beats it then. Damage. Cool. You take 8 points of slashing damage as you turn around to run.
That is okay.
Yeah. Cool. So, as the party all turns and leaves, fleeing towards home, now knowing who this new player is, we are going to go to break.
Right now.
That's when he said, "That's not my camel. That's my wife."
Cowley's been raided by the SAS for crimes against Britain.
Is she being
Fuck.
swatted?
Basically.
Well, didn't someone go get you a camera? Didn't you just say, at the beginning of this, a camera was being
Yeah.
brought to you?
Yeah, I did. You know the fucked up thing? They went there and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have any," and the ones they did have were like $200. It's like, no.
That's insane.
So it is, especially since they were shit.
Why are you still using your Snaros voice?
I don't know.
Just can't turn it off.
I have a bad
Oh,
habit.
hell yeah, look. I have my shy things. Let's go. Who wants to hear some music?
Oh,
Song
oh,
of Rest incoming.
Go.
oh God. All right. Hi everyone. Welcome back.
It was that high we couldn't
Um,
hear anything.
Our heroic party has just run away
Run.
from the bad guys because that's probably the smart thing to do. And these guys are not. What's the party name? Is it Petting Zoo or Code Word Melon? We never know.
Well-
Anyway. Yeah. So the party managing to it's not called code word pet the melon. That's fucking stupid.
I literally said
Um,
the same thing in the Twitch chat.
Get out of my
Alright.
head.
Alright. Yeah. So our party left this battle. One member seeing a familiar face. Not exactly a nice familiar face. The rest of the party seeing just enemy number one, pretty much. And you all managed to make your way back to the home, sort of losing any amount of heat that you get on yourself on the way there. And as you sort of make your way inside, or you sort of all regroup, like down in the sort of like main lobby area. What do you all do? The home being the same like sort of like villa-y, like mansion-y sort of house, more on the outskirts of the town, where Snaros and co went and met everyone before, and they met Sarah and all of that.
Let's get patched up and then let Mulder know what's going on.
Everyone gather around. Right here. And Song of Rest. Blah, 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 blah. That's the song.
Oh, yeah, Song of Rest. I forget what that does, but it's probably a thing.
If you or any friendly creatures who hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest, those creatures regain an extra d6.
Cool.
Cool. Hit die. Things we literally never do.
Yeah. So you're all just having a short rest. Sweet. Very cool.
I get
Status don't let
to-
mom with no going on. Status always checks in with mom.
Use
Good
one
daughter.
of each hit die.
Yeah, so you all sort of stay down in the lobby and just get to patching yourselves up, patching each other up. Shy plays a little melody, and everything seems to begin to feel better.
Do you roll the d6 or do we roll the d6?
You.
Sick.
And as you're all downstairs, you can hear the sound of like people walking around on the floor above, the floorboards creaking with a weight. And this old building, sort of just the sounds of wear. And you all sort of make the decision to go upstairs and check in with whoever might be here.
It depends on whether or not Snaros wants to go alone.
Snaros doesn't mind going with the others. She'll
Okay.
actually offer if they want to come with her to check in with Mother.
Bless you? What
Okay.
just happened?
I'm not sure what happened. What did happen?
A
a
sneeze,
Take a
big-
sip of
Y'all,
water.
quiet.
a sneeze burped.
Oh, wonderful.
Honey.
Nerped.
Okay. Yeah, so what is everyone going to do? Is anyone going to stay down, or is there everyone going up?
Is Faris going
You all
up?
hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. She'd offer. Do you any of you want to come with me to check in with Mother if she's here?
Why not?
Or
And
anybody?
Faris is like casting control flames, pulling a small flame from a torch, turning it blue, and just keeps playing this little image of a cultist like burning into ashes. I love it when the cabal goes fry right in front of you. Score sure.
Shy switches to her happy mask.
Come on, Father.
Alicia would bring down her hood and pull down her warmer and just get a little more comfortable. Hang her bow up. The quiver on the wall.
Very good. So as you all make your way upstairs, there's a sort of closed-off room with two old wooden doors. You can hear some muffled talking coming from inside. One is quite a sort of slow talking, booming voice. The other is a bit softer, more feminine voice. I think Owlish is a language. Yeah, so you all sort of step up to the door, knock on it, and open. The door's creaking. And as you look in this room, there's a simple table with a map of Bleakford on it. And Oriel stands on one side of the table, and Zalos stands on the other side. Zalos is this large Goliath man. He's wrapped in this sort of leather armor, green, torn, worn shawls, and tattoos all over his body of sort of these blue like octopus or squid tentacles sort of like running down his arms and on his head and all of that, with a sort of makeshift staff at his side. And Oriel, this Owlin woman, sort of auburn feathers or aubany brown feathers, sort of dark ring around her face, some big wings behind her, dressed in a sort of light armor and a tabard, crossbow resting against the wall behind her. And as you all knock and open the door and enter, she looks to you all, says, "Oh, you're back. So how'd it go? What was happening?"
Evening, mother. And she'll look to the other and say evening to you as well. Back to mother. We came upon Ulmin again, and we came upon the identity of his new ally.
Well, that's well done. So I trust it's good news then, if you've returned already.
Not necessarily. It was a fight that it was best that we did what we could and left quickly. Do you remember when I first arrived, we mentioned the man, the curator?
Yes.
He himself is here in Seoul, and he has the book with him, the one that, if he has blood in his quill, he can write anything into it.
And that is the ally.
Yes.
Huh. All right. It's well, that makes things more difficult. And this Goliath across the table sort of speaks up and says, "Now we must consider what he has to gain by supporting the Cabal. We know what they want. They want the Lodestone. But what can they give him?"
People to kill.
That would actually be it. There it goes again.
We can hear
Yeah.
you just fine.
Okay. I don't know what's going on here.
It's wombat
Did
eating.
you say anything, Wombat, before I tried to?
No, we're just waiting on you to finish your sentence.
Okay. The curator needs blood of people, and the more blood he has, the more he can write. And from what he has said to the party and I that I traveled with, he needs a lot of it. So if he is aiding the Cabal, it is more than likely he wants to use the blood of every citizen in this city to fuel his desire.
I think it's obvious that we should, well, we have to stop that, don't we?
So,
It's a big task. And Zelos sort of looking back at this table, this map, and he says, "The best way that we can protect this city, these people, from not just the Cabal, but this new threat, this curator, is if we can secure that lodestone, we can use it to defend the people. It's what my order does. We defend these. But that comes with its own challenges. So first of all, we have to find it. We know the Cabal is out there looking for it already. Odds are, like they've been this entire time, they are one step ahead of us. Maybe two, maybe three. There's much more of them, and there is a lot of ground to cover. We will have to work together. All of us.
Did your people have any methods to find them faster? You say your people protected them.
We did protect them. Well, the elders did, aware of the newer orders. Unfortunately, the elders have been lost to us.
There are
So-
no maps, no stories.
They're quite powerful and important, and unfortunately, the information of each of them, we've got an idea of where they are, but just not an exact location. Example, there's one somewhere in Bleakford. There's one somewhere in Hearth. There's one somewhere in Seoul. And so on and so forth across the world. There's many of them.
Leisha's just gonna like lean over and tap on Shy's shoulder. Just like hand over mouth and just whisper into her ear. Can't we do this in an arcane way?
Do you have an one of these stones?
I want to at least know what it looks like. She would turn to everybody else. What do the rocks look like?
The lodestones.
Mm.
They vary, but they're sort of generally understood to be almost large crystals, crystalline structures. You'll know
Just
it when you see it.
Just gonna pull out of my components pouch a little fort twig that looks like a Y, and I'm just gonna cast locate object.
Okay.
Say lodestone.
Lodestone.
Mhm. Holding the twig, kind of like a candle, and it just kind of like starts to grow frosty at the tips. And little bits of icicle connect the two forks and begin emanating like a soft glow with little snowflakes falling from it, and the glow increases as I like point it in the direction to which the lodestone is. Closer to the right direction, the stronger the glow.
Okay. Uh, you can't really detect anything.
So there's no lodestone within 1,000 feet of me,
Not one that you can detect.
which means it's covered by lead.
Or it's not within
Then
1,000 feet.
Leisha would just snap the twig, put her hood back on.
Throughout this sort of planning stage, you see Faris has been getting slightly more and more agitated until that fails, and it's just like, I think we're going about this the wrong way. Why don't we just find that squirrely little looking prick and set him on fire, and then we'll have nothing more to worry about.
Leisha just drags her thumb across her throat.
They can just bring him back.
Then we burn him again.
And again.
I love your
Seems
enthusiasm.
like a drain on our resources.
And we
Ferris.
burn his little book and his little flying pen, the wee nerd. And then we get Omen. Profit.
I love your enthusiasm, Faris. But it's not quite so simple.
Well, talk to me when it is that simple then. And just leans against the wall.
Will do, Faris, will do.
Do we have a guess at where the lodestone is?
My guess that it would be too obvious if it was above ground.
So down in the mines, perhaps.
Correct.
How much of it has been explored?
The mines,
Yes.
not enough.
Saro
talk.
is from underground, is he not? Can we not just bring him?
Oh shit.
That is an option. We've currently got Sarah, Sarif, and Junus off on another mission. They should be arriving back shortly.
Perhaps
What
we can
part-
scout before they come back.
What part of the mines have not been explored? If there's a map, you can mark what has been explored and we can scout what has not.
Fortunately, I thought grabbing them up. But during the mining, various points, there have been cave-ins, there have been collapses, tunnels that have been resealed. If it's not been found yet, my guess is that somewhere in one of them.
Where have the most cave-ins happened? Cave-ins usually means weaker ground around, yes, meaning a hollow spot and it couldn't support.
That I do not know.
Alright.
You might be better off going to check it out. Perhaps you could wait for, like you said, wait for Sarah to return. Or perhaps
Will it be
you
back
could
in the
go there
morning or
now.
in a few days?
And he sort of looks to Oriel. Says, they should be getting back sometime soon. But well, the streets are dangerous right now, and well, Sarah is sort of hard to miss.
Do we
Look,
know
if
the
you-
name of the mine overseer? Just out of character.
I'd say probably like in general, yeah.
Is Bleakford like a big mining town? Sort of like
It's
the mine
like-
is the most important feature that they have.
It's Bleakford itself is a fortress town.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Its main sort of thing is like military.
Mhm.
It's like the main powerhouse for military on Icewall Island, but they still need to make an income somehow. So other than by hiring, like getting their people hired out, they get resources through mining.
Neros, perhaps we should visit the overseer. Just to get a lay of the underground, as the case may be.
That would be a good idea, Shy. Thank you.
That would be something that we could accomplish before Sarah comes back.
She'll nod her head.
Well then,
What did I
I
do?
believe that. Sorry.
Oh, she was simply telling Shy, what would I do without you?
Die.
Very gruesomely, I'm sure. She'd smile.
And there's still the smiling face. She just tilts it up at Snaros.
My favorite part is that Shy's face only changes when people can't see it. So, yeah.
She puts on the winking mask real fast. Puts it back on.
That's sweet. Yeah. So, Oriole sort of looks to each of you, says, "Well, seems like you've all got a new task. Good luck to you all. Please be safe. And if you see Sarah and Sarah and Junus out there, please just make sure they're all right and get them back to us if you can."
Of course. You take care, Mother. And Snaros will come over and offer to hug her mother.
She'll
Pushes her away.
backhands you. um,
Huh.
um,
Tough
Yes.
love.
give you a hug. And she, whilst you're hugging her, she whispers to you, "I need to talk to you in private."
She'll nod. And when she stands up, she actually motions to the others. Go on ahead, I'll catch up. I need to gather a few things here first.
Shy falls down the stairs.
Yeah, cool.
But she's
As
got
you
like
all-
11 different drums on her. So it sounds like a symphony.
a drum roll. All right. Let's wait a second. Water, love it. Yeah. So, as you all sort of make your way out of the room, Snaros staying behind. Zalos moves and he closes the door. As all of you leave, leaving just Oriel, Snaros, and Zalos in the room. And Oriel says, I Look, I'm sure you've noticed, we've spoken about it, but the Cabal have been one step ahead of us at minimum this entire time. We're concerned. And do you trust everyone out there?
Shy, Lissa, Farish, and Ortiz.
Yes.
She can't tell said. Faris and Lisha, I trust enough. Ortiz, I don't really know him still. You know how I am, I take a long time to open up. Shy, though, she's always been there for me.
All right. What about Sarah?
Sar, I haven't seen him. Not today, anyways.
Sarah?
No, I've not seen Faris today.
I just mean, do you trust them in general?
I'm on the same fence with him as I am with Ortiz.
What about Junis?
How well does she know Junis?
Junis has been around for a while. Same as most of these guys.
Oh, fuck, she could
Yeah,
look
that
around.
one too. Yeah. Yeah, she's been clapping Sarah Faris's cheeks.
She'll kind of shrug and be like, don't know.
This isn't
Supposed to go. Apparently, a child can open an unlocked door, guys. So I want to keep that in
Crazy.
mind. Literally, the door is locked. I hit the button to lock it, and she still unlocked it. I don't. She kind of shrugged like, I don't know.
All right.
Are you worried that it's someone among us?
I think it's odd that the Cabal have managed to take action and action and actions to counter what we try and do. We've made no progress for so long because they have just countered everything.
So wouldn't that mean it's one of our longer standing members that's still here? Ortiz is new. So who of us has been here the longest, Mother?
Longest would be me.
Well, besides you, Mother. I mean, longest. Who joined around the time that the Cabal started gaining advantage? Even slightly before.
I haven't really I need you to the reason that I've asked for you and that Zalos is here is that we are the only ones that I am certain of. I just keep an eye on things Especially, I've noticed with with uh, with Faris and Junus, there's been some rather serious we'll say losses and failures on their missions. Just keep an eye on things and report back to us if you find anything.
Of course. May I ask my own question?
Yes.
And she's gonna look at Zolas. In the least bit of offense that I could possibly think of. Why him?
What do you mean?
Why do you believe and trust that it is not him? I left, he was not here, and I come back and he's sentinelly here.
He has been helping us for quite some time, just indirectly. His order themselves are well regarded, well known in some circles, at least. But Zalos, I trust entirely, and
So
without
have-
him, I'm not certain we will be able to stop the cabal.
That is all I need then. I'll keep an eye out
Thank you.
on those that are with me. I would most suspect Faris or Leisha.
Keep our eyes out.
Of course.
Good luck.
To you as well, Mother. She get up, hug her mother again, and hold up her hand for a handshake for Zolas.
You bro fist.
She gave him a handshake, not a fist, but you know what? Whatever. She's more formal.
Equal rights, equal fights. Uh, yeah. So, what have the rest of you been up to whilst this has happened?
Picking
What have
up
you
the
all
individual coins that fell out of her purse when she fell down the stairs.
done?
Faris has been super sus.
Super sus, eh? Oh, interesting.
Just did that. Being in electrical when he said that it wasn't in electrical, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, he just sort of leans,
You're doing wires. I knew it.
yeah, just leans in towards Lisha and just checks. You all right? I think I saw you get hit last time. How are you? How are you doing? You take a hit?
She just shrugs her shoulders. Doing my best.
Okay, well next time do what I told you. Duck and weave, bob and weave, up, down, out. Don't stand around like a big old thumb.
She just rolls her eyes and walks away. Just has no time.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, and yeah, Sneros makes her way back downstairs. And there's a knock at the door.
Of the home?
Oh,
I will.
Shy opens
go-
it.
No, I can.
Shy opens it.
Shy answers the door.
Yeah, when you open the door, there's nothing there.
Look down. It could be a zombie otter.
Oh shit, zombie otter.
look up. It could be a zombie heron.
Fucking run.
The little rat boy.
She looks down to see if somebody left a package. Was FedEx just here?
No.
Okay.
Check behind the bush in the garbage can. Is it Amazon?
Who the fuck did a Sunday clip?
Who stole my porch pirates, man?
Oh no, Zap! I forgot. Okay, the otter thing makes more
Yeah.
sense now.
It's
Zap
Zap.
got-
And
Zap got
the door on the
mushed.
It's like a paper that's saying just came to pick your order.
Tried to deliver,
Yeah.
pick up at post office.
No, not even. It's just like a letter from someone else who just says, "I collected your package for you. Don't worry."
Flyers and coupons for a pizza store you'll never go to.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's no answer
Sorry.
at the door.
Thomas! Kill boy!
Ow! I hope my children heard that. Sorry.
All right.
Shy opens it.
Yeah. So you open the door, and there's a just blast of cold air that rushes through from outside.
Shy steps outside and looks up.
Nothing.
Alicia will grab her bow off the wall.
Yeah, I'm prepping a spell.
I'm just gonna knock an arrow into it.
It has a 30-foot range.
Okay.
So I'm just getting ready. And she's just kind of stepping out into the street. She closes the door. Or, like, makes it small enough that a person can't get through.
Yep.
And steps into the middle of the street. Snaros isn't with us, right?
She's just come
Nedos just came
downstairs.
downstairs and saw you open the door.
Okay, in which case, she says to Snaros, someone just ding-dong ditched us? And she goes out into the street.
Shy, get back in here. You weren't supposed to open the door.
We were leaving, no?
Not that somebody knows.
Everyone, step outside. Let us see.
Bow fully loaded. Alicia will follow at second, right behind Shy.
She's got 5 arrows in the bow.
Hey, fully loaded.
We'll try. See
Um,
one. I see how many.
Quiver
fit.
in the bow.
Follow Alicia
Just
around.
Oh, last quiver.
Last quiver.
Yeah, and as you all step outside and sort of look around, and you all can't see anything, and you look back at the house, all of a sudden, Saro, Junus, and Sarif are standing in the doorway. And Sarah says, "Surprise! Look, I figured out a new trick."
And Shy casts Charm Person immediately. Sorrow,
Alicia
make
just literally
a Wisdom
drops an
16.
arrow.
Excellent.
First target she sees.
Yep. Let me bring up Sarah's stats real quick. I don't think I passed. It was 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the worst thing is Snails would have like spun around to deck whoever was behind her because she didn't lead the doorway that far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely not a pass.
Okay, he's charmed.
Yay.
Does
And then
Snittles
when
need
she
to roll
sees
to
who it
attack?
is, she immediately drops it.
Oh. Oh. Hi. Sorry. My bad. Yeah. I.
She puts on
Yeah.
her mom stare face.
I did I figured out a new trick.
Does Snittles end up decking somebody when she spins around?
Yeah, sure. There's three options there.
She's not picking, she just spins.
Okay. Say that you're in the like sort of middle of the doorway. Yeah, we'll say that you try to deck Sarah.
Roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does a 12 hit him?
A 12.
9
No.
plus 3, yeah.
So you go
Fantastic.
to you spin around and you go to punch it, but he quickly just ducks out the way and says, "Oh, I deserve that. I will accept that." But I mean, you got to admit it was pretty good.
You're lucky it wasn't my bow. I would have hit you if it was my bow.
And he sort of his eyes shift and look at this like fucking people with like bows, knocked arrows, fucking spells in their hands, ready to go, weapons out, and he says, "Yeah. Look, sorry.
Good. Saro, have you ever heard of the term play with feathers, you get your arse tickled? That was you almost getting your arse tickled there.
I have never heard of that, but I do like it."
I puts on her
Snittles
laughing
is gonna look
face.
really confused. Why would you want to do that with Why? What is the point of that, Faris?
Fuck around and find out.
We'll
That's
tell
one I
you when
understand.
you're older. Little one.
I'm
She's
in
a
the
child. Let's not scar her yet.
child. Leisha, I'm not a child.
You are a child, my
Oh,
dear.
Ah,
A very competent and very tall one, but a child nonetheless.
Yeah, what are
I'm
our
20
age
something
ranges?
years old. I'm no child.
Snaros is the baby.
Snares is the best.
Oldest.
Yeah, she's gonna be the baby.
Yeah. So sort of working range in like sort of human years.
Yeah.
Snaros is like sort of like teenager becoming adult.
Okay.
Yeah, 1920 somewhere
Yeah, yeah.
there.
She's a baby.
The
Callie.
cams.
Oh,
Cams are ruined.
Faris and Leisha are roughly like sort of 30-ish, around that range. Shy also about that, like sort of 30, 40-ish. And Otras is
150.
oh, that's fuck.
yeah, he is very old. He's grandpa.
Callie, come back.
There's a problem. So I have no
Shut your
camera.
camera off.
Yeah. My phone died. I have no camera.
Oh no.
Oh, well, then we could probably get Cryo back in.
Yeah.
The cameras are
that's
just gonna be
what's-
fun.
Well, I mean, Seraph has just turned up.
That's true.
We're apparently going.
We can do
Break.
a break and
Oh,
Yeah, fine.
look, I am now Otras. And
yeah, and I am Leisha.
I am Wombat. I'm Wombat. I'm the DM. Everyone listen to me. You're all
Wombats.
fucked.
Wombats, just send me a. Who is that mole?
Who's that Pokemon?
I'm the DM now.
Did you hear they gave a date
It's
to the final
Lisa.
episode of Pokemon? They're giving a date to the final episode, like no more.
Good.
December 9th, they ended all.
It's Pikachu! No, it's Snaros. Fuck!
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu.
Pikachu!
It's colder.
Fuck!
it's,
So are we inviting Cryo in?
yeah, fuck it. Get in here, bitch.
Yeah, come
Alright,
on, Cryo.
Chris, take us to
Here.
break.
Okay.
Come over here.
So what were you saying,
Back.
Wombats? Concern.
Sheriff is the highest level among everyone
What?
here.
Sheriff.
Which is
Okay.
how we know he's
Yeah.
the mole.
Oh yeah.
We're here. Hello.
Hi
Sheriff.
there. Ignore
everybody.
this.
I haven't got my shit set up. Okay, now I do.
Yeah.
We're good.
Why didn't we just stay on the other screen to do this?
I can't stay on the other screen and do it, can I?
Oh, right. No,
You
Yeah,
can't.
you could. Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't edit the
can't.
screens
No.
while you're streaming.
I'm doing
Really
it.
should just
We're
not
doing
do
it
this.
live.
Technically you can, it's just very difficult.
We can still keep going. Oh, well, Cryo just left. So,
No,
I mean, I need
slides back in.
I need water.
So-
So I'll let you guys do some talking, and you can introduce
Bring Sheriff
and all
in?
that. Yeah.
But
Also,
Is it Seraph or Sheriff?
it's
Perfection.
Sarif,
Sarah.
but Sarif the sheriff. That's like
Because that's not confusing.
Sheriff.
Sad
I'm
if
not-
the
Wait a
sheriff-
minute, I'm a captain.
That's
Wait,
the
can captains be
conversation.
sheriffs?
No, it's not the same thing, I think.
Now bring us back to the board, like on Discord, Chris. Move us back to the cameras.
Oh.
Go back to the call.
So Cryo,
Right.
we are both
And now move in the
Ferris.
wombat section. Move the stat block. Like click.
Oh, I
stat
need to
block
add the
in-
extra camera first before we do anything.
I would move your stat block first so you can see the hole.
Okay.
We want to
Because
see
right
your
now it's
holes, Chris.
That's messing me what you're going to say, Thomas.
Underneath.
We are all
layout.
we are sharing the body of Ferris.
Huh? I must have missed that in stream.
Hi, everybody. Please bear with us while we add Cryo to the mix. Hey, Cryo. Welcome to the stream.
Well, hey.
There's a
Hey.
stream? Fuck, I shouldn't be wasted.
You were wasted at work. I hope that your work coworkers see this.
Mhm. Don't get
It's-
too attached to this because you're gonna have to do this again next week because Kelly.
I have to do it every week, so let's
I
just
know.
right. What?
Yeah.
I've got it now, but it's all fucky still. It's all. Like,
Yes.
I don't think we'd really thought
Yeah,
this
you-
through because there's still
No.
there's 7 cameras, but it's not working.
You have to click on each one and recrop it. You don't have to add them again, but you'll have to click on each one and recrop.
It's
Oh
not,
my god, I can someone see twice. That's not good.
It's not the cropping that's the issue. It's just it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah, because it doesn't know where anyone is.
Dumb machine.
I don't even know who this one is.
It's a recrop. You could turn it into anybody.
Yeah, just make it who it is.
Guys, these aren't very helpful instructions.
Just
do it.
just restart. Delete all the cams.
Just Alt A them.
Don't do that.
Reinvent the
Okay.
computer.
Control A, whatever it is.
I'm doing it.
10101
Embark on
1101.
Embark on a
101.
journey.
11101110101.
You know, hypothetically, computers could run off of 0, 1, and 2. They just don't because the tech's dodgy. Watch it, I could run off any numbers, but yeah.
There are 10 types of people in this world. Those who understand binary and those who do not.
So I understand binary
I like that.
because
I like it.
because
Because you're a robot, you're not
No.
actually a human.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
I've got discovered. The truth has been revealed.
What's your sleeper cell word? So that we
I-
can awaken the
Pumpernickel.
Terminator in you. Pumpernickel?
Nipple time.
I was literally just about to ask what would be the funniest activation word, and there you go.
No, it's a phrase. Nipple, nipple, pumpernickel.
That's a hard one to say.
No.
No,
I
right,
prefer
say that
like,
five
Sleeping code words, but they're all tongue twisters.
She sells seashells. by the seashore. Toy boat. Unique
Toy
New
boat.
York.
And if you miss one, he just kill you. If you miss
It's like an
it-
incorrect phone password thing.
But
Yeah,
then
it
he kills you.
self-destructs when you put in the wrong password too many times. Oh, are we getting another booty shot?
Yes, we are. I'm going to kiss my cat.
That feels like it's code for something.
Did you just fall? What just
Yeah,
happened?
Or someone wasted.
You see that?
We didn't see it on the stream.
Right, who the fuck is left?
With
Now we will see
This one.
All right.
Just
So,
start.
while-
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, while the cameras are all fucky,
Snatter's
Uh,
argument she's not a child.
would you like to give a description of Seraph Cryo?
I absolutely would love to as soon as I get it up.
Oh yeah.
Sorry? I think there's a pill for
Little
that.
blue pill for that. Yeah, thank you, Up.
Did you send me the description information when we were remaking the character sheet?
I sent you a picture.
You did, that's right.
Is that it? No.
I can resend and picture.
That would be very helpful. Oh wait, no, I found the picture. Alright, so fucking hell, that I don't even know how to begin explaining that.
There you go. This is the artwork I based it off. Probably a bit easier.
Ah, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Cheers. I just have to squint. It's so small on my second screen. So how do I explain it? You guys know Stoic from How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes. But
So
it's not-
with his armor and clothing on, he looks like buffed like that. Like he's just fucking layered with so much shit to penetrate through if you were to attack him. He's like beard, long hair that's tied back, so it's nice and neat.
A sign on his chest that says, "I'm definitely trustworthy."
I'm not the mole. That
It says, I'm not the mole on it.
Over his arm, he's just got like a black tee with "I heart espionage."
I am not Zeus.
If you
Being
think
rather
I'm sus, you're sus.
suspicious.
Yeah, so he's like wearing a shit ton of clothing, beard, tied back hair. Believe he's human. I don't know exact height, but he's like reasonably tall. He's pretty much always carrying with him a halberd and a javelin.
And he is always in G-string.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
But you can't see it under all the clothes.
Yeah.
Unless he wears it over all the clothes.
He absolutely wears it over all the clothes.
Absolutely. And yeah,
Do we have
that's,
Kelly here?
Here.
Perfect. Oh, there she is. Hello.
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 Snatter's still arguing she's not a child.
Hello.
Oh, so Seraph, what you just walked into is Snaros was wondering why you would want to tickle a feather into your butthole, and Snaros got told we'll tell you when you're older, essentially, and she's yelling at us that she's not a child. That's what you just walked into.
And we all
No,
said that
no.
she is.
They said she was a child. They said she was a child first before she's like, I'm not the child.
We said we tell you when you are older. Yes?
Yeah.
And then you said you are not a child. But you are.
You're just a big child.
I've always been a big person, but I'm not a child anymore.
Just because you are taller than me does not make you not a child.
I was taller than you when I was
Désolé, ma
6.
chère.
Shy, it's not hard to be taller than you. Look at you, you're so small. She like put her hand on top of Shy's head. You've always
Then
been
I
very
must
small.
be a baby, according to your standards.
Shay.
Mm.
I'm not I'm not calling you a baby.
Serif,
See you're all in high spirits.
You know, it's fine. You're a baby, Shy. Come here. And she'll pick Shy up.
Shy goes willingly. Shy's like, wee.
Oh, look who it is. The big man's here finally. Where were you earlier? You big clumping
I was-
fuck.
I was off doing important work.
Important guard things.
Sounds like a
you
code
said-
for having a shit.
Doesn't sound sus at all. Yeah. What have you been doing?
Setting
Zach.
information.
You would all be bored with it. How about yourselves?
It's been 100 years since I'm bored. So, go ahead.
Why don't you go ahead and
entertain
tell
me.
us what you found?
Sorry, what was that?
Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you found? I'm sure it's somewhat interesting, since we all have the same goal.
Well, Zara and I were both looking for a specific artifact.
Was it the lodestone?
I will tell you as soon as that information comes through.
Just reading
Right.
Discord on the right.
It's waiting for you to come up with this information is still faster than sorrow telling us what happened. So
That's true.
it is fine.
Look, have you guys have watched
In
IT
the meantime,
Crowd?
I can still hold Shy.
Yes.
I'll come on to that later. Yeah, okay.
Nero's still holding Shy. Princess style. Because Shy wanted to say she was a baby to pick on Sneros. So
And
now
Shy's
Sneros
got
is
her
holding
arms locked around Snaros' neck, just kicking her feet.
I just realised I've been watching this stream, not the Discord webcams, this whole time. That's why everyone's voice wasn't synced up.
Uh-huh.
That's why, yeah.
Same layout.
Unfortunately, we didn't recover the artifact.
What was it?
It was a tool the Cabal were after. We wanted to make sure we got it first.
Is it the lodestone? No.
No.
Was it, and what did it do?
I don't know much other than it was some sort of tool that could be used to forge items.
Hmm.
That's about as much as I
Oh.
know for sure.
Who else knew about this?
Well, there was obviously myself, Saro, and Junis. And your mother.
You think?
Sounded like a bad.
Did she share the information with anyone else?
Not to my knowledge, no.
All right. Well. Saro, we need you to travel through the underground. Think you can take us through?
Where are we going? Underground, yes, obviously, but where in particular in the underground? Because there's a lot of underground.
The mines, ma chère.
They call it
Right.
a mine.
Yes, but there's still that doesn't really narrow it down. There's still a lot of mines there. Like, are we going to my home, or are we going to the?
That
the-
depends. Does your home have a very large
Let's-
rock?
Let
We've got lots of
Let-
rocks.
talk once we get there. Sarif, would you come with us? And Saro, Jonas, go ahead and report back to my mother, if you would, please. I think Jonas is there, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Junis, a purple-skinned tiefling woman, short white hair, an eye patch over one of her eyes, some scars picking up underneath. wearing sort of just sort of half plate armor, sword strapped to her back. She just nods, salutes, says, I'll get on that. Yeah. And she
Yes,
begins
ma'am.
walking upstairs. Sorry. Yes.
Faris gives her the. She goes in.
Are you still carrying Shy?
Yeah, she will 100% carry Shy all the way to the fucking mines. Because
Okay,
Shy
while they're
on
walking,
her-
Shy busts out her loot because I'm playing a fucking bard
Fuck yeah.
and just
Neros be
starts
carrying the whole team.
playing the Bold Sir Robin song. Since we were referencing Monty Python and the Holy Grail before.
Amazing.
I love it.
Amazing.
All the while there, Faris is just wittering at Sarif, just
Mm.
like on about the fight, just like, and that's where you were supposed to be, up there. I'm not supposed to stud out there with big old fucking Ortiz. That makes me a big old target. And he's just like wittering on, like, you know, someone who's just had like a really bad driving test and has been moaning about how it wasn't their fault.
At some point, Sarif
And-
would have gone, I'm sorry I wasn't there, but from the sounds of it, you held your own, and you should be proud of that.
And that just ends with a ah and walks away.
Thanks, Dad.
Feeling so happy right now.
And while they're doing that, Sneros is actually talking with Saro, telling him, we are heading down to the mines in the underground. We're wanting to explore the collapsed tunnels and anything we can down there that we haven't been through yet. We're looking for what your people were supposed to protect.
My people.
Not yours, sorry. Someone else's.
Yeah,
It's very
I mean-
big. You would know it when you saw it.
right. Okay. Well, if I would know it when I saw it, then I'd assume that I haven't seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, the most I've really seen of the mines is when I was leaving, the tomb. But yeah, I can definitely go with you and have a look. I mean, if it's so obvious, it shouldn't be that hard to find, I think. But I mean, if we need to, you know, I imagine that if they haven't found it already, then we're going to need something to, you know, remove walls and rocks and
Yes.
stuff.
We're going to need to talk to the mine quarry master.
Yeah, good
So
old.
we need you as a guide to go through the mine and get us to where maybe the big hollow spots are.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Does your mother know that I'm sorry, does
She knows.
your mother, does she? Yeah, okay, she knows. Yep, good, cool. What about the big man?
The big man, he knows too. He
Okay.
knows that we wanted to collect you.
Okay, good. That's good. Good, because that means that I'm doing something that I need to be doing. Yep, good. Anyway,
I'll pat him on the head, just, you're okay.
thank you. Anyway, shall we be off? More.
Yes, to the quarry master. See what he can give us to go through the rock.
As you all wander through these streets, and you say
Never staring
shaft as
shy
many
along
times
the
as
way.
possible. We get closer, and you sort of walk towards the rear of Blakeford, which is where this giant, essentially, wall of mountains capped in snow. You know, there's scaffolding and large structures all around it. People wandering in and out, working away, the sounds of machinery and devices, earth being moved. and you see several nice, nice big openings into the walls of the mountain. And that is where we are going to leave tonight's session.
That was a short but effective appearance. Trio. That's what
Yay.
she
Aren't you
said.
so glad that we fixed the can?
I'm like,
It's
Oh,
my-
no.
I don't know how to make my thing pick up
Uh,
my.
Might have to
if
drop
you
your
go
noise
on
gate.
the
Yeah.
bottom left of Discord, right next to the leave call, there is like a little line. Is it full or is there like a line on it? Do you see what?
Oh,
Here now?
we
yeah,
got
that
that.
works.
Yeah, now we have it.
I got you. We're gonna we're gonna have Bard stuff the next session.
I know.
Wonderful.
Oh, yes.
It is kind of loud.
Alrighty.
You know, I got a thing. Can Sneros let Shy ride on her shoulders?
Probably not.
Are you
I
sure?
mean-
She's 8 feet tall. And how tall is Shy?
not like 2 feet tall. Not that.
I actually can't hear Wombat over their guitar.
Neither. I can't hear myself over it.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm happy.
I've turned Nikki down to 25%.
No. I mean,
Oh.
like right on her shoulders. You know, like she'd be straddled over her shoulders. Not like she's sitting
Straddled?
completely on one shoulder.
Probably.
Autobot on a Goliath.
Alright. So that is the end of our session tonight.
We made it to the mountain. Wombats, are
You
you
did.
happy? We made it to the wombat. We made it to the wombat. Shit. We made it to the mountain.
Yep. Yep, you certainly did.
You did a thing.
Congratulations, you followed the story.
Participation trophy.
You know.
Now, next week, part 2 of Where It's Colder. Will our party of adventurers manage to beat the Cabal to the Lodestone? Or will they fail horribly and everyone will die? Who knows? We'll find out next time. I'm sure nothing will go wrong at all. Everything is good.
There's
And-
a level.
Yep, probably. And then and then after, who knows what will happen? It's gonna be a time. It's
Wombat
gonna have
doesn't even know what will happen.
no. Good point. I don't. And then we've got a fucking bard.
In
You're the one who
Princess
did
Diana.
this.
I never intended for Shy to be a fucking musical bard.
She's got a loop.
Yes! Doesn't mean she has to fucking use it!
But she has a lute. She's gotta use it. It's gotta come out. It's gotta be like
Smash this loot over someone's head.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's the end of this fucking session.
Bye, everyone.
Somebody say it.
Catch you later.